Jesse Norm.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's famously true that our present Prime Minister gets 100 times more animated and passionate about the performance of his football club every weekend than he does about trivial details of social, economic or foreign policy, and still more so when it comes to defeating the enemy from Manchester. So one would have to have a heart of stone, Mr. Speaker, not to congratulate the Prime Minister on the success of Arsenal Football Club in winning the Premier League. I noticed the astonishing lack of reaction from the other side. As we United fans say, only 11 more Premiership wins to go, and Mikel Arteta will still be one short of Alex Ferguson. In this World Cup year, we remember with deep warmth and affection the heroes of 1966. I refer, of course, to the band of brothers who were so inspired by England's World Cup victory that they set up Westfields Football Club in Hereford. And I pay special tribute to the legend that is Andy Morris, not ignoring his brilliant wife, Sandra, who has been synonymous with Westfields ever since. Now, Mr. Speaker, whatever happens in Makerfield, it seems inevitable that there will soon be a leadership contest in the Labour Party. The markets are spooked, the pundits are pontificating, the pollsters are rampant. But amid all the media speculation, there is one candidate, one extraordinary dark horse, who has not yet even been mentioned. That is why I am delighted in relation to the leadership of the Labour Party to announce my strong support in his bid for the top job for the Leader of the House. Colleagues will have noticed a certain coyness from the leader about his own position last week in Business Questions. Make no mistake, Mr. Speaker, that's the clear sign of a man preparing to throw his hat into the ring. For months now, I have lived myself with I must admit, a secret fear that the government will have a reshuffle and the Leader of the House will be relegated from the light of the chamber back into the Stygian depths of the Labour Whip's office. Luckily, the Prime Minister has remained far too weak even to contemplate a reshuffle. But I ask colleagues across this House, and especially on the Labour benches, to contemplate that hideous prospect, that drastic loss of warmth and wit and wisdom from these proceedings. As Ben Jonson said of Francis Bacon, when he spoke, the fear of everyone was that he would make an end. Now, some foolish and ill-advised people will say that this leadership bid is an improbable one, possibly even in this age of Botox, TikTok and Justin Trudeau, that a Prime Minister should be constructed on more youthful, foolish, inexperienced, and dare I say it, sleeker lines, to which I cry shame, Mr. Speaker, and fie upon these unimaginative gloomsters and naysayers. What fools they are. It's precisely that apparently diffident Clark Kent exterior that makes my candidate, our candidate, such a politically electrifying prospect in a world in which a Labour Chancellor of the Exchequer can seriously advance the total economic shambles of supermarket food price caps. Any move is on the table. The Leader of the House can therefore immediately become Leader of the Labour Party. It's simple common sense. We barely even need to change the name. Mr. Speaker, you will be relieved to know that under my steady hand, the leader's Labour leadership campaign is ready to roll. The website is in hand, the baseball caps and T-shirts have been ordered. As Hilaire Belloc says of Lord Lundy, the stocks were sold, the press was squared, the middle class was quite prepared. Donors are falling over themselves in order to associate themselves with this extraordinary political intervention. The one crucial remaining question is what campaign slogan we should use. We thought about common sense with Campbell. Campbell for the country, all in for Alan. But there are two slogans with which I think we really cannot fail. And when he responds, I know the leader will want to take the opportunity of formally launching the campaign himself from the dispatch box, but perhaps he can also indicate which of these two slogans he prefers. Is it to be, yes, we Campbell? channeling the spirit of Barack Obama, or possibly, more inclusively, still, make Britain Campbell again. A nation awaits, Mr. Speaker. So may we have a debate in government time on this vital question.
Leader of the House, but just to remind the House, the most important game is being played on Sunday between Bolton Wanderers and Stockport. Good luck with Bolton. Come on, Leader.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I see the leader's had his Weetabix again this morning. First of all, Mr. Speaker, can I extend my sympathies to the family and of Lance Bombardier, Ciara Sullivan, who lost her life in a tragic incident last week. It reminds us of the price sometimes paid by the brave men and women who serve our country so very well indeed. It's also, Mr. Speaker, tomorrow the 9th anniversary of the horrific Manchester Arena attack, which claimed the lives of 22 people and left many more injured. And I'm sure all those affected remain in the thoughts of the whole House. And last year, Mr. Speaker, Martin's Law received royal assent, which delivered on our commitment to strengthen the security of public events and venues and help prevent another tragedy from happening. I want to thank all the campaigners who were pivotal in delivering this legislation. Mr. Speaker, at the end of last week, the Treasury announced an independent review on access to banking to assess how changes to in-person banking services are affecting customers. The review will be chaired by Richard Lloyd, who many members will know. This is an issue, Mr. Speaker, which is regularly raised by members with me, and the Government is committed to ensuring that everyone has access to the services that they need. Fly tipping is also an issue, Mr. Speaker, that members have raised with me frequently, and the Government is listening, Mr. Speaker. Laws laid this week will require waste handlers to provide that they are qualified to transport waste. And we're tightening the net on waste criminals with tougher sentences for those illegally dumping waste and advanced background checks to put rogue operators out of business. Members will also be pleased that we're cracking down on high street crime, rogue barber shops, vape stores, mini-marts and sweet shops linked to organised crime. They'll face raids, closures and cash seizures under a new £30 million crackdown targeting money laundering, tax evasion and illegal working, which again, these are issues that have been raised in sessions such as these, Mr. Speaker, and therefore underlines the importance of the role that members play in influencing future policy and decision-making. Mr. Speaker, I also hope that members will be able to spend time in their constituencies over the recess and enjoy the warmer weather, hopefully, over the next bank holiday. And as an MP for a coastal constituency, I know how dangerous the sea can be, and I want to highlight the RNLI's annual Float to Live campaign. And this year's campaign is being fronted by Ewan Gray from Gateshead, who, with his brother Andrew, got caught in a notorious riptide off my constituency on Long Sands Beach in May last year. And I want to pay tribute to the volunteers of Cullercoats Lifeboat and Tynemouth Lifeboat, and indeed all the RNLI volunteers who tirelessly provide a critical service in coastal towns and villages across the UK. Let me turn, Mr. Speaker, to the remarks of the Right Honourable Gentleman, the Shadow Leader of the House. And I'm sure, as he acknowledged, that his gratitude for Arsenal beating Man City is genuine, coming from a dedicated Man United supporter. I'm sure it was genuine. He also reminds us of the heroes of 1966 and the last time that England won the World Cup. And I should remind the House that England has only ever won the World Cup under a Labour government. And therefore I look forward, Mr. Speaker, to the World Cup which starts shortly. On the other matter, which he seems preoccupied with, Mr. Speaker, about my candidature to be the Prime Minister, let me just say that there is no vacancy for a Prime Minister. But I do thank him for his endorsement, which I'm sure is well intentioned. But I should just warn the House, Mr. Speaker, that there's a double edge here, because every candidate which he has endorsed for the Tory leadership has either failed at the first hurdle or is failing in her leadership now.
Good morning.